Alright, welcome back to another session of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. I am your DM for today, Corey. We're doing the Rise of Tiamat campaign. Last week the team finally finished working on those pesky ice toads, which was a pretty hefty fight for the party. And after finally dispatching them, they spoke with the leader, Marfolb, found out that she had been tracking exhaustively the movement patterns of glaciers in the Sea of Moving Ice, as well as having spent many years sort of chronicling Arauthator's triumphs, his behaviors, mating habits, things like that. And you guys, Leovan decided to sort of take her prisoner.
I know stuff.
You guys were just jealous that I can speak to toads.
Then Marfolb told you the location of a being she referred to as the Red One, and she also said something about her being Arauthator's pet. So you guys went into the chamber that Marfolb indicated was the one where the Red One was staying. You walked in, there's an ice troll that was on guard in the area, and Hagrid decided that he didn't really trust that. He didn't want to walk into the kill box that is the middle of room 10. Crispin decided to hang back with Hagrid while Cassius and Leovan went forward to speak with whoever was in the tent. Walking into the tent, you guys saw a surprisingly warm interior, thanks to a small stove and simple lamps burning aromatic whale oil. Carpets heaped on the floor in thick layers, and tapestries from every culture in Faerun suspended from the sturdy frame of the whale ribs of the tent. There are books and scrolls stacked neatly on tables and reading stands made of hide and whalebone. The only furnishings in the shelter not made from the natural materials are the carpets and tapestries, and a portable writing desk that appears to have been taken from a sailing ship. Seated at said writing desk is a female tiefling wearing a blazing crimson cloak over tailored furs. The cloak is fastened with a silver and ivory brooch bearing a design reminiscent of a stylized branching tree, which nobody recognized. Two kobold guards stand nearby, glancing nervously between the party and the tiefling. After a few moments, the tiefling looks up with an expression of pale disinterest and asks, "Have you come to save me or kill me? Not that there'll be much difference between the two." And that's where we left off. Obviously, without Cassius here, that makes having just two of you over there a little bit more difficult to navigate. So if anybody at this time, Crispin or Tony, who were largely absent at the end of last session, would like to change your positions, that's absolutely fine.
Do I know why me and Hagrid are staying hanging back here? Was there a part of a plan?
Well, Hagrid was afraid that,
yeah. Go ahead, Lehman.
Hagrid was afraid that if we came in there, we could just get kind of surrounded and caught in this room. So he wants to be able to retreat back if we get attacked.
I will say that given the sort of cavernous nature of the room, it would not be difficult for Hagrid or Crispin or even Tony from where you're at, sir, to hear for the most part. Hagrid and Crispin, where you guys are at, the echoes are making it a little bit hard, but you can hear a conversation happening at the tent. Tony, you can hear the words.
I've got a +7 perception. Would that change anything on what I can hear? Can I make a roll for it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to see if it's worth me going. That's an 18 + 7, so that's a 25 if my math serves me.
Okay, yeah. So your time spent as a rogue, in places doing roguey things like eavesdropping on people, you are
and only pretending to listen to Hagrid right now.
You're able to discern through the echoes exactly what the tiefling said, which was, "Have you come to save me or kill me?" Not that there will be much difference between the two. So you hear a female voice speak from the tent. Obviously, there's no females in the party, so clearly someone is there. And there's been no aggressive motions made by the kobolds or the ice troll.
I'll stay with Hagrid.
Okay.
I'm no use up close right now, at least unless they don't see me coming.
And I'm going to stay where I'm at because it gives me about split distance between everything.
Okay. Laven sounds like speaking with his NPCs up to you.
Oh, good. What was the last thing you said?
Have you come to save me or kill me? Not that there'll be much difference between the two.
The original plan was save you, but it's easier to just kill you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and react to that. Then I'll ask my question because it's nothing related. Well, it is kind of, but not really. Sorry.
Well, if you do plan to save me, dear, I hope that you are prepared to take care of Arauthator, because to leave Oyavigaton without chasing the dragon off is, well, quite frankly, it's suicide.
So we just want to chase the dragon off? That's what you want?
Well, you need to
We're chasing the dragon. Now we're in Crispin's territory.
at the very least, buy yourselves enough time to get far enough away from the dragon before he realizes I'm gone.
So do we know that this tiefling is the red one, or are we assuming that, or is it? Do we know she's someone else?
No introductions have been made, but it seems pretty likely that this is Macath the Crimson, who you were looking for.
Okay.
So, why did they let us walk past them here?
I think it was because of the scrolls, right? Somebody had some scrolls, and it looked like we appeared to have purpose to be in there of official business.
Before Arauthator turns me over to his mate, he's had me deciphering these writings. Though the work has been slow, thank you to the complexity and danger of the material.
I'm gonna say to Hagrid, based on what I'm hearing, there's no danger coming from behind us. I think we're better served finding out what the hell's going on. I'm gonna approach back there. And nod over to Tony that I think he should come over also.
I gesture at Cassius like, why aren't you saying anything?
So Cassius asks, what kind of like, you say that the material you're working through is complex and dangerous. What is so dangerous about it? And Macath replies, well, the dragon possessed numerous items and writings stolen from the Arcane Brotherhood, some of which defied his understanding even after decades of study, dear. These spells and tomes that possess power great enough to destroy the mind of one who would read them without proper precautions.
No. If even he couldn't handle them, what makes him think that you can? Or is it just a risk he's willing to take?
Well, I was smart enough to convince the dragon that his offer of allowing me to decipher these writings and pretending to be willing to help his mate overcome her grieving over the death of the wizard she once served, he has allowed me to work on these things under the pretense that I'm here to serve him. I had been expecting that I would eventually be able to seek the means of escape from the iceberg. However, so far I've been thwarted by Arauthator's potent magic, including his spells and some of the rituals he's stolen from the Arcane Brotherhood.
If we were to help you, is there anything you can tell us about the about Arauthator that might help us help you?
Well, I could tell you many things, dear. However, before I agree to letting you help me, I need you to agree to a certain number of terms as well.
Well, that's going to be up to all of us, I guess. Lay out the terms and we'll discuss.
Even if I am fated to die a dragon's plaything, I must have accomplished something magnificent first. I will not leave Oyervigaton without bringing as much of the Arcane Brotherhood's stolen property as I can. And so long as you agree to those terms, I have much information that I can give you.
Let's fill the toad.
So the terms are just help bring back as much stolen stuff?
She is.
Is that what I heard?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
asking you guys to, if you're going to save her, you have to bring as much of the stolen scrolls and tomes as possible.
Okay. Yeah. We've got. I'm sure we can. Find
We
a
got
way
the
to-
toad.
We do have the toad, if nothing else.
That's
Can
full of
fashion into some
knowledge.
sort of backpack? Oh.
We talked about that last time. Yeah.
All right. So. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to. So I'm going to share the rest of the map with you guys. Because throughout the course of your speaking with Macath, she's going to describe some of the things to you. The part of the iceberg that Arauthator is currently in is it's known as the Abyss. It's area 20 on the map of the other half of the map of the iceberg that I just gave you guys. Which is close to the entrance of the next room over, which is known as the Scriptorium. Room 11 to the north, this pathway to the north of you guys on the map, is the passageway that leads to the Scriptorium. Which is, Macath describes that most of the material from the Hoss Tower is in the Scriptorium, but a few items may be in Arauthator's lair. If you are indeed suicidal, I can offer you, in your fight against Arauthator, a ring. She holds it out, a ring of cold resistance, and I have a couple arrows of dragon slaying that I've crafted during my captivity. These items may give you an edge, as well as whatever else I tell you, but I warn you that Arauthator has devoured almost every hero he has faced.
Well, that's our trick. We're no heroes.
I can give you the general layout of the dragon's cavern, but not speak too much of its specific dangers. I never really allowed out of Arauthator's sight. There are two entrances that lead to Arauthator's lair. One in the Scriptorium, and the other one is a very large pit that you may have gone by on your way here.
I've been down that hole.
That's fantastic. Arauthator moves in and out of the layer using underwater passages. Underwater passages. I'm having a really hard time doing a British accent after doing Australian for 2 hours. I came here seeking the Drackhorn, but in my 3 years here, I was not really able to obtain it. But a group of humans wearing distinctive robes came to the iceberg around half a year ago. After some negotiations, with the dragon, they took the device away. They were wearing purple robes. If you wish, I could tell you more about the Drackhorn, but
Yes.
we can get to that later. Trying to escape the iceberg, as I've said, by ship would be suicidal, while the dragon is allowed to attack from the air. He's content to let his minions deal with you as intruders, but should you try to escape, he will be alerted, and that'll be very difficult.
Now, this dragon, you mentioned that you give us a potion of or ring of cold resistance. So I take it he uses some sort of freezing
Well,
breath.
he is a white dragon, dear.
Does that make him immune to fire or weak to fire? My memory on dragons is a little hazy. I don't deal with them very often.
Give me a minute. Let me grab.
Is that something that you know?
Yeah, she'll definitely be able to tell you that. She has extensive knowledge of the of draconic.
Thanks. I could see it going either way. It's either going to be immune or weak or vulnerable.
Right.
I feel like that's good to know before we go in.
Right.
Well, she should tell us absolutely everything
Oh yeah.
She will
about
tell
his
you,
weaknesses.
She will tell you what a person who is learned in dragons can tell you about dragons.
If he had to scale his how well he was feeling, would be a scale from 1 to 174, from a scale from 1 to 220. What
That
sort of scale would
information
it-
you won't be able to glean. Okay, let's see here. As far as his, as far as things that damage him, he appears to be impervious, as much as many other white dragons, to the bitter cold that surrounds him. However, there is no, fire doesn't seem to have any different effect than any other creature on it.
Okay. Interesting. Damn. Shit. Does it have any weaknesses besides the arrows of dragon slaying?
Unfortunately, dragons are very hardy creatures. They aren't weak to much of anything. Their hide is, world renowned for its thickness and strength.
For someone who wants to escape, you're not much help.
As I've said,
know.
dear, there's really there's death, and it's really either way for me. I would wish only to complete my work here.
Have we heard about the Drackhorn before, or is this the first time we've heard mention of it?
Yeah, you guys were told about the Drackhorn back at the Council of
Was it-
Waterdeep.
Okay, so it was before me, or
No,
Right.
you were there. This is
I was.
the first session of Rise of Tiamat. We talked about the Drackhorn. It was it was something that
Jeez.
basically, essentially, a wind blew and just an overbearing sense of dread filled people's hearts.
okay.
There was someone whose name I can't recall right now at the council who knew of Macath and the Drackhorn. That's who sent you north above the spine of the world into the Sea of Moving Ice.
Okay.
So, okay. So,
But we have no really reason to need to follow up on that. We don't need to pull that thread.
Well, the what the Drakhorn is doing something. You know that it's targeted at dragons, which is why normal humans can't. It doesn't register as anything other than a sense of dread.
Okay.
So the Drakhorn, I'm just going to read this. The Drakhorn was a gift from Tiamat in the war between dragons and giants. It was once the horn of her ancient red dragon consort, Ephelaman, that she gave to dragonkind to help them in their war against the giants. The Drakhorn is a signaling device, and it is so large that it requires 2 medium creatures, or a large or larger, to hold it while a third creature sounds it, making the earth resonate to its call. The horn has been blasted with fire into a dark ebony hue, and is wrapped in bands of bronze with draconic runes that glow with purple eldritch fire. The low moaning drow of the Drakhorn discomforts normal animals within a few miles, and it alerts all dragons within 2,000 miles to rise and be wary, for great danger is at hand. Coded blasts were once used to signal specific messages. Knowledge of these codes has likely been lost to the ages. Makath's able to tell you because of her knowledge and history of the Drakhorn that it was first built to signal danger to chromatic dragons, a purpose the cult has corrupted to call chromatic dragons to the well of dragons from across the north.
Wow. If we want to leave, we have to kill the dragon regardless, so... Okay.
Wait, do we have to kill the dragon?
Well, we have to do something with it, because she pretty much said if we try to leave, he's gonna... Well, the dragon's free to be in the air, we're gonna get destroyed.
She said if we leave by boat.
Well, how else were we gonna leave?
We can find a way.
If we leave in any way that's exposed to open air, he's going to descend on us. So, have to fight and kill him. If we stay here, we're going to have to fight and kill him. Yeah, sounds like we have to fight and kill him.
Unless if anyone knows how to teleport. I sure shit don't.
So, I mean, we can help her get all of the information she wants, but it doesn't matter if we walk out the door and get turned into frozen statues.
Makath also tells you part of why I've been thwarted in my efforts so far to leave the iceberg is Arauthator has somehow found a way to keep me invisible to scrying and unable to use sending to call for help. So I believe it would be reasonable to assume that teleportation magic would also be mostly useless.
You said he was in the abyss. Is there a way we could sneak there? Does he have a certain sleeping pattern that we could at least, odds are this fight's going to go bad, but at least give us the best beginning we can hope for?
Well, I'd assume that given that you've made it this far and the troll didn't dispatch you, I'd assume that Arauthator knows that you're here, and sneaking in while he's asleep would likely be unsuccessful.
Leroy Jenkins?
Or the Chewbacca plan. We pretend that she caught us, act like prisoners, and surprise round.
Well, like she just said, obviously he probably already knows that we're here since we're not being attacked by anything. I vote for holding up in her tent, trying to take a long rest, making sure we're at 100%, and then go fuck up a dragon. We can use her as a hostage if anybody tries to attack us.
Okay.
Because Arauthator obviously cares about her and is using her for his own means. So if we kill his basically translator,
He said he was using her, for her research. So we should keep the research hostage too.
Exactly. So we should be able to hold up in her tent, and I'll threaten to burn everything down.
I was gonna say, Tony, get the fire ready.
Tony, what's your passive perception?
Which one? Wisdom, intelligence, or insight?
Well, one of them says passive perception.
12.
The other one's it's a 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see something here. Okay. Okay. I need to look at something really quick.
Threw the DM a curveball.
No. No, you didn't. In fact, a curveball I was going to throw has appeared to go right over the plate with no problem.
So it's not really a curveball then.
It was. You just didn't swing. Yeah.
So was it a strike or a ball?
It's a strike.
Damn it.
Okay, continue.
Or we could just kill her and get it over with.
Who are you intending to kill, India?
You.
And what good would that do you?
Oh, Tony.
He gets set back in his research. And then we can just get your research out of here because we won't have you, so he won't want to come after us. But then he'll want to come after us because we killed his research. So,
Yeah, I believe you're forgetting the second half of my bargain with the dragon is I am to be his mate's new pet.
That's your bargain, not ours.
Right, but should that fall through, the dragon's rage would be immeasurable. Within a day, you'd still be hunted and killed.
That's a day ahead of schedule.
Well, as I said, rescue me or kill me. At the end of the day, it may not be a difference.
What if we only half killed?
Why do you keep saying that? Are you going to kill yourself if we save you? Or do you think like something's going to happen regardless? Or do you think we can't save you? Like, does that have anything?
If you are unable to contend with the dragon, and you take me from this place, I will be dead anyway, with the rest of you.
Why?
I point you back to my previous statement about the dragon's rage.
But if we can kill the dragon...
White dragons are primitive animals. They hunt, and they enjoy the hunt, and they're...
But if we kill the dragon, you're saying you're dead anyways?
Oh no, if you manage to kill the dragon, that's about the only way we all get out of here alive.
I have a solution.
That's what I was confused about.
To her dying.
What's that?
I have an amulet of proof against detection and location. Which means that she herself would be undiscernible to the dragon or any magic. Therefore, he can't find you.
You can find us, though.
Yeah.
How many amulets do we got?
I got one.
Tony, go ahead and make
Not a bad idea.
Make a wisdom check.
I don't know if you can track us.
Wow. How would you like a 21?
Okay, that's very, very wise of you. You realize that while you would be hiding Macath from detection against the dragon, your presence has been notified to the dragon. If you leave, the dragon will know. And there's not many boats in the Sea of Moving Ice.
Does it require attunement is the question. No, it doesn't. We could just really royally fuck with the dragon's head right now.
But you really couldn't, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, it does require attunement.
I'm saying that it wouldn't matter. You would all be toast.
No, I'm saying that if we all start booping in and out of his detective abilities, it'd mess with his mind a little bit.
You can't boop the ship.
No, I'm saying the amulet would make us undetectable to him.
It would make one of you undetectable to him.
At a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just keep cycling it between.
Yeah, he'd think his magic's faulty.
Okay, Tony, I'm going to look this item up
Flickering
because I'm
lights.
pretty sure that you are overestimating its powers.
Then we just move around and have people disappear and show up elsewhere and freak them the fuck out.
I would say that's not a bad idea to give to me, just so I could use it for a sneak attack, so it doesn't automatically know where I'm at.
It's against magic, not sight.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's
And
not
I
against
don't,
true
Tony, I
sight.
don't understand
Whatever.
where you got lost in the last two things I said. He is a white dragon who is very primitive, and they enjoy the hunt. I don't know why you think he's going to use magic to find you. He's going to hunt you down and kill you.
Because they're using magic to prevent her from leaving, scrying, teleporting out, or being detected.
From inside here, inside the iceberg. Once you guys leave the iceberg, you're just out in the open.
So you're telling me that we could walk her out the front door and have her be detectable and call help here?
You could absolutely try.
How long? How long would that take though? We're like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, you guys
And a dragon
you guys
can-
are thousands of miles north of the nearest city.
I think we just go kill a dragon.
Yeah, let's rest up in here and go murder a dragon.
Worst case scenario, we die, and NASA 2.0 takes the case.
See, that's the thing is, just because he's primitive doesn't mean he can't use dragon or use magic. I think of even a primitive dragon as being more intelligent than the average sorcerer.
Yes, that is true. And as McCath told you, he does have spellcasting ability.
So that is where all of the, even though he's primitive, using spell thing came
Yeah,
in.
like he's not a beast. However,
He enjoys the hunt, so
Yeah.
he could probably track you magically, but he just wants to like a cat wants to just paw
he
around
could
the
do
mouse.
either or.
You're
Like,
going to be a
if he-
toy.
If he tried to track you magically and it didn't work, oh well, you're in the sea of moving ice. That's his
Yeah.
turf. He could easily track
Domain.
you. It'd be like it'd be the same as you trying to track prey, with your survival skill. Same level, or he'd probably even be more proficient than you in that.
Like Thanos not using the gauntlet right away. Like he could have snapped him at any time, but he's just like, I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit.
I enjoy the fight.
Then after Thor hits him with the hammer, he's like, okay, now it's serious.
Fuck you. All right, but I am out, gentlemen. I have to go to work.
All right, see you, Mike.
Oh,
Later.
Good one. Okay. So where does that leave us? Essentially, the only option is dragon fighting. Seems to be. Unless if we feel like they're talking to the dragon would do anything.
Maybe we could try
What,
it.
what was our ultimate goal here? Was it to get the Dracon or was it to get her?
To get McCath, wasn't it?
You guys were sent up here to. So the council wanted you to locate the Drakhorn, and you have discovered that the Drakhorn has been moved to another location and is under control of the cult. So that mission, you obtained the knowledge, but the mission itself is, I guess that would technically be a mission failure because you guys didn't obtain it. However, you were also asked by the other person, like the consultant to the council about the Drakhorn, to see if you could find McCath.
Do you think Arauthator can be reasoned with? Is there any way that he would let us go?
Given his proclivity for collecting trophies, I doubt it.
Well, I'm just about out of questions and ideas.
I feel I should warn you that while we were talking, my kobold friends here, and I'm putting myself at great risk by saying this, but they were speaking of what is being planned to be done to you should you choose to linger too long and let your guard down. Let's say that sleeping here would be highly inadvisable.
Okay, so which way is the abyss? You said follow this little thing into the observatorium?
Yeah, so the if you guys look at the map, the scriptorium, I'll reveal that, is to the north. And it has a tunnel that leads down straight into the abyss. And then there's also the hole in the floor in room 6 up here on this first level that you guys found that leads down to the lower levels. And based on the map that you have, I believe that is area 16. of the lower levels. Yes, area 16 is where you went down at.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll head up there, unless if anyone wanted to do anything before we head out. Grab those arrows of dragon kind of and the ring of cold protection, obviously.
Yeah. How do you want to distribute those?
Who's our best archer? Would that be Leovan?
I believe it's you.
Oh, then I guess I'll take the arrows. Then one of our melee fighters should probably get the ring of protection. Or is it a ring or a potion? I can't remember which.
It's a ring. It's a ring of cold protection. Or resistance to cold, sorry.
Yes, I'd say probably Haggard or Tony.
Tony says, I already have resistance to cold.
Swaggered. Get some bling for your finger. Or is...
Hagrid, you could take it, or Cassius would also take it if you didn't want it, Hagrid.
I'm not sure. I mean, I have a spell that would protect me from cold.
Cassius says, "Well then, Hagrid, would you mind if I took it? I don't have access to the same such spells."
Sure enough.
Okay.
Would it be too late to go back to where the ice toads were and grab those 2 javelins that I left there?
No, we can rewind and have you grab those. You could absolutely have done that. Especially, I feel like that's something you definitely would have done during the interrogation of Marfold, or during this short rest time that you guys took while she was unconscious.
What's he doing?
Okay.
Oh. Well.
Do we want to go to
Is there
the hole that we haven't been down yet, or do we want to go back to the one that we know?
The one that we know went down to 16, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So this one will probably, let's see. Where
So
were
then
we
you
at?
see that 16 is like the southeastern part of the glacier, and you would have to go to section 20 to find Arauthator.
Yeah. So I think we're probably better off going down this hole.
Well, if we drop in this hole, aren't we dropping right into Dragon B?
I mean, he knows we're coming anyways. That's pretty much been the whole thing that they've been telling us is no matter what that we do, he knows we're here. He knows we're coming.
Right.
So we might as well cut out the chances
Yes.
of meeting someone else along the way and not being able to heal.
Oh, well, that's true.
I mean, if we can't rest, might as well just jump straight into it.
They just said that resting here would not be advisable.
True.
She meant the ice caves, just in general, the iceberg.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we think that we can sneak in and get the jump on it, that's fine. But
Also, sorry, the tunnel in the scriptorium in the room to the north leads to area 19 of the map. So it's not like you would drop right on the dragon's head.
Oh, okay. And I guess, is there a reason why the coloration is different? Is it a raised or a depressed?
Between the room you're in and the scriptorium.
No, between 18 and 18 and 20.
yeah, on the map, 19's a lighter gray than everything else.
Yes, that's 19 is like 8 feet above 20 and 18.
Okay.
Do we have a rope? That's another question.
Yeah, you guys
Sure
have
we do.
the stuff that you found that you used to lower yourselves into section 16 from section 6.
Yeah, we have at least, one extra length of rope?
You've got plenty. I think the rope wouldn't really be a concern for you guys for using stuff in here, especially if you tie it together like you did last time.
All right, so this whole time the kobolds and the ice troll have done nothing but stand there, huh?
Correct. Their charge is with making sure that McCath is safe, and you guys have posed no threat to McCath.
I say we spelunk.
Yeah. There's nothing else we can do.
Okay, so you guys are heading north into the scriptorium.
Yep. And before we jump in the hole, I just, obviously take a look around the room, see if there's anything.
Yeah, so you see 3 shelves stand in this otherwise empty cavern. Although the chamber is deeper than the adjacent caverns, there's no mist in the air here. These shelves are cobbled together out of salvaged wood, whalebone, and pieces of giant's armor, and even the frozen limbs of some yetis. A number of scrolls, books, parchments, and folios are carefully arranged on the shelves, all bearing the markings of magical writing. So you can notice that they're arcane sigils and glyphs.
So this is probably the stolen stuff that she was talking about.
Yeah,
that she wants us to save.
Yeah, this is where all of the stuff is stored for McCath to go through. What she's currently working on was in her tent, and she said that there may be some down in Arauthator's lair.
Okay. Sounds like we need to worry about this now. I don't know. Unless you guys wanted to look around through it to see if there's anything that would be useful, but I feel like she would have already told us.
McCath accompanies you guys
The
into...
stuff that could kill us.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hagrid, what was that?
She did say that some of the stuff, if read by someone without a particular power or whatever,
yeah. Yes, she...
They'd like to rip their mind apart.
Yeah. She accompanies you guys into the scriptorium. And she cautions you not to read or even peruse the material for your own safety. The writings are laced with diabolical lore that is the anathema to the mortal mind. Most of you actually...
So with my intelligence, would I be safe?
Yes, because essentially because you guys aren't arcane casters, none of you are arcane casters. Like Hagrid, you're a divine caster. Leovan, your magic is divine from nature, not arcana. You guys actually wouldn't be able to make any headway in the books anyways.
So, what's that one with the horse? I belong to creating she-devil.
Good enough.
So you guys are essentially safe via your own ignorance.
Sweet.
All right. So at this point, you guys have about 5 hours left on Hagrid's aid spell. And let's see. Are you guys going to tie the ropes together again like you did in Section 6, or try a single length?
yeah, I guess since we don't know how deep that hole's going to be.
Okay. Why doesn't whoever's going to tie the knot make it with make a sleight of hand check with advantage, because you're going to...
I can go ahead and do that. I got a pretty solid sleight of hand.
Before we go fight the dragon, should I use some of my hit dice to recover to max HP?
Yeah, you guys took a short rest while you were waiting for Marfold to come to anyway.
Okay.
That's a 19. Adjust.
Okay. Yeah, so Crispin is able to tie a far more than passable knot, and you guys are able to descend, and I'm going to because she's not coming with you. I'm going to move you guys down to Section 19. So you guys will need to scroll down to the south in a minute here. And once I reveal it, you'll be able to find yourselves pretty easily, I'm sure. Okay. So you guys are able to make it down into Section 19, which is straight south from room 9, sorry, which was right before you guys went to see McCath.
As Tony did, I used one of my hit dice too to max out my hit points.
Yeah, sure.
That's 5 I've used so far.
We're in the end game now.
Yeah. Okay. You guys.
So since we all have to go down there, do we want to stake the end of the rope up here at the top of the hole and we all just shimmy down?
Yeah, that's a solid call. Yeah.
Because it's not like we can leave someone up here anyway, unless...
No, that's a great call.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to.
Is there another way to exit this cavern that is safe? Because if somebody comes along and cuts our rope, we may be stranded down here then.
It's better than nothing, though.
Tony, make an intelligence check. This is I'm using intelligence checks as sort of memory checks to see if you remember things that I have told you through various NPCs and knowledge bits.
I have 0 dice available to me.
Yeah, I forgot that. Okay, you rolled a 4. So you don't know.
Guess we just have to take our chances.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
So looking at the map, which way do we think we have to go to get to 20?
You guys need to go this way, towards
Down.
Sort of southwestern slope of this glacier that you guys are on. Like I said, it's about 8 feet from where you are down. Like this shelf is 8 feet above the ground below. Given the time you guys have been taking with everything, you don't need to make a dexterity check or anything like that to get down it. It just takes a little bit of time.
All right. Does anyone have dark vision?
I do.
Would you like to go down first, or should we toss a torch down?
I'll go down first. I also got mad sneak, so let me scout out a little. I got good sneak and good perception. This is my game.
I also have a double dark vision, so I can go down next and see a little further.
Laven, what are you doing with Marfolb?
What am I doing with Marfolb?
Like,
Bring her with, tie her off halfway down the rope so she can't go anywhere.
Well, she's hogtied still from you, Tony.
Yeah.
And
I'm dragging her
Laven
on the
then tied another rope to that so that he could drag her through the caverns.
Yeah, let's just tie her off halfway down so if somebody comes along, they don't know she's there and set her free.
It's an interesting strategy.
Is that what you want to do, Laven?
I don't have a better plan. So sure.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. This is a not tying check.
Yeah.
Old strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
14? Okay. Yeah, you're able to, with some time, tie the ice toad to your line that you used to get down. At this point, guys, you do hear sort of like shifting, sort of sliding noises coming from the southwest of the cavern, and you notice a sound that's it sounds like it's really long, so it's hard to figure out if it's breathing or not, but it sounds like a low grumble.
Does it have any language proponents to it?
No.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys moving down? What are you guys doing? I know we're all a little nervous.
Screw it. Let's go towards the dragon hole.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Stealthily.
I think I was going to take the lead, and then Laven was going to follow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check, Crispin.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay.
That is only an 11, but it's also plus 11, so 22.
Okay. You guys believe yourselves to be moving incredibly stealthily.
We believe ourselves.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's how stealth always is. You know,
Okay,
you're always
I'm
moving as
going
quietly
to-
as you can, and you think that you're doing well.
I want to look back to Laven, kind of flash that, after he said he had superior dark vision, I'm going to kind of point him to go ahead and kind of lead the group, and then I'm going to kind of break off to the side, and so I can kind of like sneak around.
Okay.
And then let them go as they want, and I'll react in turn.
You guys took it one place crazy enough to give it a try.
All right.
This is weird. I'm, for some reason... Oh, that's why. Wrong layer. It's like, I have no control over anybody's tokens. Why? Alright, Tony, sorry, what did you say you were doing?
I didn't say I was doing anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I heard you talking.
Nope, I've been muted.
Okay. So, Crispin, which way are you moving? You said you're sliding along the ice shelf?
I'll go up there with Crispin, I guess, and use the double dark vision from the mask to see what I can see.
Tony, you are able to discern in the direction that you sort of heard that grumbling from a shape. But because of the relative darkness of the chamber and the way dark vision works, it's, shades of gray and stuff.
And it's already shades of gray.
Exactly. So it's you see a shape.
There's a thing up there. That's about all I got.
Laven and Hagrid, are you guys climbing down the...
Yep.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
Could Tony see the size of the shape?
Big. Looks like it could be another ice shelf. Could be a large piece of ice. Maybe a broken off ice pillar. Hard to tell.
Does it have any perceivable movement to it, like breathing?
From this distance and in the darkness, you can't tell. All right. So go ahead, move yourselves around, as though nothing was going to happen. Like Crispin, show me where you want to go. Hagrid and Laven, move yourselves to where you want to be in relation to the group.
Did we get put on another map yet? Because I'm still up in the scroll chamber thingy.
Oh, you gotta scroll south.
South.
And Corey,
Okay.
my plan was to follow the wall, and
Okay.
then until like kind of it either stops or hits the other wall, and then move forward.
Okay.
Or until I lose sight of them, whichever comes first. I want to stay within go as far close to over here as I can,
Yeah. I mean,
but keeping in eyesight with these guys.
you can move all the way up to there, and you'll be able to see everybody still. The chamber
Okay.
is there's enough like air current essentially in the chamber that it's not horribly misty, so that you can still see everybody. Hagrid, did you find the group?
I did.
Okay.
And do we have any torches lit yet or anything?
You and Cassius are both carrying torches. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be about 15 feet off to the side of Crispin.
Okay. So you'll be up with Laven. Cassius is going to sort of skirt you guys to the front. So at this point, you guys start to hear. You're able to tell more that the low grumble is the sort of growling breath of a large dragon to the southwest. And as you guys make your way through the chamber, the dragon begins to speak. It says,
I have been told of your coming, interlopers. Your meddling ends here. Tiamat will rise. You will die here in these frozen walls. Then you will become part of them. Another in a long line of trophies from my collection. Now, die.
and as he says die, there is he lets out a roar that shakes the entire chamber, the entire iceberg. Like it feels you guys actually go ahead and make dexterity saving throws to see if you can keep your feet under you as the entire iceberg shakes under you.
Dexterity.
Can I call him Megatron?
Sure.
I got an 8.
Nate, okay.
I got a
20.
natural 20 and an adjusted 8, so 28.
22.
Let me roll for Tony and Cassius. I don't know why I was waiting for them to roll. All right. I keep forgetting I'm Jaegering people. Let's see. Cassius, it's a 17. And then Tony, that's a 19. Okay. So Cassius and Tony keep their feet. Hagrid, you got an 8. You fall prone. Crispin, what did you say you had? A 14?
Sorry, muted. 28.
Oh, a 28. Okay. You keep your feet. Laven, what was yours?
23.
23. Okay. You keep your feet. So Hagrid, you are, the weight of your armor, in comparison to the rest of your team, sort of upsets your balance a little bit, and you wind up falling prone. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh god.
I do have advantage on initiative rolls.
Yes, you do, Mr. Pobar, but you rolled a 20, so you don't need it. Okay. That's the wrong notebook. There we go.
And being a gnome, I also have advantage against magic saving throws for specific things. I don't remember what off the top of my head.
Okay.
And I think I also have advantage on saving throws of things I can see that are magical.
I will, let's see. You
Something like that.
advantage on intelligence checks against magic and wisdom against magic. And dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Okay. So, for the initiative, we have... I need to check what Arauthator's dex is. Okay. Okay. So, up first is going to be... Tony. Yep, with a 24. And then it's going to be Laven, I believe. Yeah. With a 21. Crispin, what is your initiative bonus?
5.
5, okay. So you will be then... Haggard, what's your initiative bonus?
2.
Okay. You actually beat the dragon in the tie. Okay. Alright, so up first we have Tony. Tony, you are about. Let's see. Oh crap! That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I wanted the measuring tool. Tony, you are 140 feet away from the dragon.
Well then, actually I don't think I have them equipped, so I'd have to pull out my javelins and throw them.
Don't have
I'll
wood.
just move. I was gonna I was gonna rage and then throw a javelin at him, but that's still way too far away.
Yeah.
So could I just move towards him as far as I can and then just hold a dodge action if he's going to try and attack me?
Okay, so you want to move your regular move speed, or do you want to use your action to dash or dodge?
We'll go regular move speed and dodge.
Okay. Tony, what was the result of your short rest? Did you put that into D&D Beyond?
No, I did not.
How many hit die did you roll?
I don't know. I just thought of it right as I was getting off while we were doing short rest cleanup stuff.
Okay, I got you. How many do you want to
I
have
just
rolled?
wanted to get
You're at 64
whatever,
of 95.
And I should have
You have 9
6
total.
hit dice? 9 total.
Yeah.
Let's roll 5 of them.
5?
Yep.
Okay. Two, 32, 33 plus 15 is what, 48?
Definite overkill. Works for me. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you're moving your move speed and taking the dodge action, correct?
Yep, if I get attacked.
Okay. Sorry, it's okay. It is still difficult terrain. All right, so you are dodging. That brings us to Leovan.
Alrighty. You said where is it? Can we see it?
Yeah, it's keep looking to the southeast. You might be too zoomed in.
Ah, okay. Got it.
He is huge. He's classified as huge.
Alright, so it's pretty far away.
Tony, with your Black Dragon mask, your sort of draconic knowledge improves enough for you to know that this is an adult white dragon.
All right, sounds good.
So what's up, Laven?
Sorry, I just want to possibly do this one thing, and I just want to see if it's... I'm going to cast Conjure Minor Elementals
Okay.
and bring out an Azer.
Okay.
Put him about... like, let's put him here.
Alright. Why, when I search Azer, does nothing come up?
Azer.
Yeah, I know. I can't, nothing's coming up on Roll20 for me to give you a token for it.
Oh, gotcha.
That's going to represent your Azer. I'm going to give you control of it. There you go. Alright. And what's Azer going to do? Has to roll... He's going to go on your initiative.
Okay. It's
So
been a while since I cast this one, so
so when you're done with your turn, essentially, you can have him take his.
cool. And then I can second level is what I can do.
Yes.
Okay. He's so far away. I don't know if I can really do anything else with him being out there.
Okay. Are you gonna like move any closer or anything like that?
Yeah. Are all the walls made of ice?
Yes. Everything is ice.
Okay.
This dark pool right here, that's actually liquid water.
Okay, I'm gonna just go about to there.
Okay. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Before the Azer goes, I'm sorry, I really have to go to the bathroom again.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. I was like bouncing around trying not to have to go, but I had to go. So, Azer is up.
Happens. Well, all he can do is move closer.
Okay.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Because he does not have a ranged attack. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's it for the Azer. All right. So. Okay. As the Azer ends his turn, a fog spreads around here in a 20-foot radius. Perfect. And it envelops the Azer. The area is now heavily obscured, so you actually lose sight of your Azer. Everyone kind of does. The flame it turns into essentially a dim light within the fog. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for the Azer.
Okay. 10.
Okay, so he actually does make the saving throw. So he takes 6 cold damage.
Okay. Not too bad.
Okay. So then that brings us to Crispin. You're up.
What do the arrows of dragon slaying do?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. Let me look that up.
Either way, I'm going to use my movement and bonus action to move up to there. But then, based on what that does, I'm going to do one of two things.
Okay. Keep in mind, because I'm looking something up, keep in mind that the ground is difficult terrain.
Then I'm going to use it to move up to like there.
Okay. Arrow of Dragon Slaying. Crispin, I just put it in your journal. It's a magic weapon. The creature has to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or take an extra 6d10 piercing damage.
Okay. Let's see how far away is he. About 75 feet. My short bow has a range of 80, so I'm going to short bow the dragon with the arrow of dragon slaying.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage to try to hit the dragon through the fog.
How many of these arrows do I have?
2.
Then I change my mind. I am going to instead use my action to activate the dagger of venom, so it's ready to go.
Okay.
Well, it should need be. If I thought I had more. If I have 2, I might want to wait till I'm closer. Those are pretty powerful.
Yeah. Is that it for your turn then?
That's all I can do. Yep.
All right. Cassius is going to be up. I think he already... Oh, okay. So he still has... the mutagen, the reconstruction active, but his speed decreases by 10 feet. So it was okay. All right. Cassius is going to move as far as he can, and that's going to be it for him. Hagrid, you are up.
All right. Seeing as this is difficult terrain, can I use dash action to move the 30 feet I would normally get anyway?
Yep.
That will have to be my main action, right?
Correct, yeah.
30, okay. From that point, I believe I am in range of the 120 feet to make an attempt with my bison head ring.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does just barely hit.
Okay. So... I think I should have been ready for this, right? So 4d6, and that is 16 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's just apparent to me, but the dragon might be emitting a slight glow right now.
Yes.
makes it a little easier for everyone else to see it. I
It
don't
does.
know.
It what that does is it glows and essentially grants advantage on the next attack made against the dragon.
Right.
So you guys should be able to see a faint yellow aura around the dragon. I can make it bigger if need be. Is that better? Can you guys see the yellow aura around the dragon?
Yep.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Arauthator is up now. As that happens, the fogger on the Azer disappears, so you guys are able to see the Azer again. The dragon is going to pick up. He's going to lift off. He's got a fly speed that's like really far. He can fly 80 feet. So he's going to move there. And he's going to... let's see here. Shit. There we go. Okay, yeah, let's do that. No, actually. I'm just gonna I'm gonna use this for something else now. Yeah, okay. So the dragon is going to cast Ice Storm, which is going to require a dexterity saving throw from Hagrid and Cassius.
Well, hopefully my shield's advantage will play well for me this time. I get to add my modifier, yes?
Yes.
21.
Okay. So you guys both succeed, so you'll take half damage. So you will take 12. So you'll take 6 bludgeoning damage because it was 12 halved to 6, and 18. So that's halved to 9 cold damage. So a total of 15 damage.
Yeah, might as well not pull or hold off on anything. I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance.
Okay. And that halves the damage again?
It's a 1d12 plus 4 to reduce.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's minus 10, so I take 5.
Okay. All right. All right, and that's going to be it for... Well, actually, so Arauthator is going to land, and then he's going to move a little further. Okay. So he moves to there, and that ends Arauthator's turn. So Tony is up if he's still on the call.
It'd be more useful if I had any idea where Arauthator's at.
The
How
dragon
far away
has
is
moved. He is he's 40 feet away from you, to your southwest.
And he's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
he? He's on the ground. Let's see here. I have to use an action to dash, correct?
Correct.
And I can only move 30 feet. Yeah, I'll dash towards him.
You're gonna dash? Okay.
Because I have the Boots of Lupine ability, you can still dodge need be.
Right. Okay, so you're able to pull even with Hagrid, but you are still 30 feet from the dragon.
I thought he was only 40 feet from me.
Yeah, but the way you had to get there, he was 40 from you, and you can move 35. And there was a kind of a pond around and in the way, so you had to move diagonally a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I know. Yeah.
Still 30 foot away from me.
Yeah.
Still not within a good range for the javelins, but could I lob one at him?
Yeah, you could certainly try. Let's see here.
No, actually I can't because I used my action to dash.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, you cannot.
So that would end my turn.
Okay. All right. Leovan, you're up.
Okay, let's see. So now we are close enough to do some stuff. Okay, I am going to cast Fairy Fire on the dragon.
Okay.
So now attacks against him will have advantage from everybody.
Is there a saving throw or anything on that?
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, I guess it is a saving throw, isn't it? Whoops.
Yeah, it's a dexterity
Yep,
saving
it's
throw.
dexterity. Yep.
Okay.
Misread it.
So let's see. Arauthator's dexterity saving throw. That's a 16.
The DC is 17.
DC is 17. Okay. He's going to burn one of his legendary resistances to instead succeed on the saving throw.
That jerk. Okay. Then I am going to... Gonna cast Lightning Bolt at him.
Okay.
At the what level? As a 4th level.
Okay.
And that is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 19.
He passes, so he'll take half of the damage. So 7, 10, 13.
Yeah, you keep rolling it.
20, 23, one more, 28. So half of 28.
All right. Okay. Is that it?
Yes, because that's it, yes.
Okay. Azer.
He is going to get closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to be chasing him around, I think. So.
You could use his action to dash.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, so wait, did you move him 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so that would have required a dash, because it's still difficult
Okay.
terrain for him, too.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Why? He's flying,
The Azer?
isn't he?
No,
Just sort of floating there?
Azer's walk.
Oh, okay.
They're like dwarves whose hair and beard are on fire.
Oh, okay.
So there he is.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the lair action.
The lair itself gets an action.
Yeah, we haven't dealt with this yet, but you are fighting a dragon in his lair, and yes, his lair has actions. that occur on initiative count 20.
I didn't think the dragon's name was Babala Saga, but that's okay.
Okay, so Hagrid, Tony, Leovan. I need you guys to make... Oh, sorry. You guys are... jagged ice shards are going to fall under from the ceiling and land on you guys. So, against Leovan, that is a 15 to hit.
What am I? Oh, it's
your
just
AC?
I don't roll anything. Okay, that does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay. Hagrid, that's a miss. And Tony, that's also going to be a miss. Jeez, I rolled really low. So yeah, the ice shards just like fall from the ceiling and land right next to you guys, and ice goes skittering across the ground. But you guys don't take any damage from that. That brings us to Crispin.
That's an interesting little thing, that's for sure.
I want to stick my tongue out at him.
Am I close enough that I no longer have disadvantage with the short bow?
So it wasn't a distance thing; it was the fog thing before. So yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Then I would like to take a shot at him with the short bow and arrow of dragon slaying.
Okay.
That is an 18 plus 9, 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And some fun damage now. The base damage is 3 plus 6 is 9 piercing.
Okay.
And the bonus damage is 14, 19, 24, 29, and 37.
Wow.
An additional 37, yeah, piercing.
And that's just from the arrow of dragon slaying, huh?
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
A 60-10 has system? Yeah. And since I got my dagger prepared, I'm going to use my action, or use my movement and bonus action.
Okay.
To move 35 or 30 feet, whatever.
So remember, it's difficult terrain, so you can move 15 feet.
I can do. I can use my bonus action to dash as a rogue.
Right. Yes.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So you go like around there, I think. And that's it.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Cassius. Cassius really has no. So he. Sorry, on the start of his turn. How does that thing work again? Oh, he regenerates 5 hit points at the start of his turn. Okay. And then he can still only move 2 squares, so he's gonna keep trying to work towards the dragon, unfortunately. Alright. That brings us to Hagrid, I believe. Yes.
All right. I guess I'll use my bonus action to try and use the ring again.
Okay.
And I still get the advantage on the attack on that, right?
Hang on just a sec. I'm actually reading about that right now. Yes, you
Exactly.
will make that with advantage because... actually, Crispin, your bow attack would have been with advantage. I forgot about the guiding bolt. So actually, you can add your sneak attack damage to your attack.
Oh, sweet. Yes, I will do that.
And then Hagrid, your guiding bolt attack this time will not be with advantage.
My sneak attack is an additional 46. Which is, wow. That's some good roll, and 17 more.
Okay.
5, 3, 6, 3.
Hagrid, what's your roll to hit the dragon?
It says I have advantage on attack before end of next turn. So that would be mine.
It says the next attack roll made against this target has advantage before the end of your next turn. So Crispin's attack used up the advantage.
Okay.
But it gave me sneak attack, so well worth it, I'd say.
Yeah.
No, that's good. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So that's an adjusted 20.
That will hit.
Oh, there it is. And that's 18 radiant damage.
Okay.
And he gets his aura back.
All right.
I think for my main action, I'm just going to move towards him at regular speed.
Okay. That doesn't require your action. Or are you going to dash so you can do it at your regular speed?
Oh, okay.
So you can move 15 feet because of the difficult terrain without using your action, or you can move your 30.
I forgot regular movement was a free action. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still too far away for actual melee, so
Yeah.
it's just going to be it for me.
Okay. Haggard, at the end of your turn, the dragon is going to use a legendary action to make a tail
Arauthator
attack
von
against you.
Strahd.
What's that?
Arauthator von Strahd.
Most big enemies get this kind of stuff. He's going to make a tail attack against you. Does a 20 hit you?
It does not.
All right, so you are able to just barely avoid the tail as it smashes down into the ice against you. But then it is Arauthator's turn. And he is going to... He's going to let out another massive roar, and I need everybody, including the Azer, to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. And Tony, you don't get advantage on this one.
Just failed 12 plus 1.
But Tony succeeds anyway.
Azer.
7.
So I was a 21, the Azer was a 12.
Okay, so the only two who pass this saving throw are Leovin and Tony. Everyone else is now frightened of the dragon.
Oh, way ahead of you.
Yeah, right. Okay, so do we need to start running away?
Hang on, let me finish putting... Okay, so what that means is you are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at each end of your turns to end the effect on you. Let me really quick get the actual verbiage for the frightened status effect. Okay. So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the dragon.
Okay.
If I close my eyes, he's not in sight anymore.
That is
I think
true.
he's still disadvantaged, though.
Yeah. That might be double disadvantage. Double secret probation.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and then Hagrid, the dragon, takes one big step towards you. You, with your eyes closed, you hear it. It's like, and the dragon is going to make several attacks against you. It's going to bite at you and make 2 claw attacks. All right, so the bite attack is gonna hit you. That's a 28 to hit.
Ouch.
The claw attacks, that's a 23 and a 22. So all 3 attacks are going to hit you. So for the bite, that's going to be... okay. 18... 24 damage between the piercing and the cold damage. And then the claws. That's another 26 damage.
Together?
Yeah, the claws total are 26.
So 50 altogether.
Yeah.
Yep. We had a good run.
Okay. That ends the dragon's turn, mercifully for Hagrid, I'm sure. Tony, you are up. Are you still on the call? Oh, no, he's out. Okay. So Tony is going to continue to try to move towards the dragon. He's going to use his action to dash this time. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to the dragon. And he's going to use his bonus action to rage. Because he has to. If he doesn't do it now, it'll never happen. And let's see here. Action, limited use, Raji. Okay, so he can't attack, but he had to get in range, and the dragon's going to use a legendary attack. Legendary action to do a tail attack against Tony. So let's see.
Might as well get all the legendaries out of the way now, right?
They regenerate at the start of his turn. The resistances have the most finite usage, but the legendary actions probably will keep coming. But he misses. He rolled a natural 1. So again, the tail just lands between Tony and Hagrid. Just, you feel the ground shake.
Can he hit himself in the eye with it like Ellie does with her tail?
He's immune to tail damage. Leovan, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Leovan. I put the wrong. You are not afraid of the dragon, but the Azer is. I meant to put that.
Yes. Okay. I am. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere at the 4th level.
Okay.
And drop that sphere kind of right on our dude.
Okay. What's the range for that?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. So you're good?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I'm like 50 feet.
Yeah. All right. Let me grab a Flaming Sphere. All right. That one's got little sparkly bits in it. Go ahead and put that where you want it, sir.
Can I put it on a person?
I'm
just gonna put it there.
Right there is fine, yeah.
Okay. And then he's gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's gonna be an 18.
He passes. So he'll take half.
Okay.
7, 9, 14, 16 fire. So he'll take half.
Okay. All right. Is that it for you?
And then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire again.
Okay, and that's another dex saving throw.
Yep.
Okay, that would fail, but he's going to use his second legendary resistance to pass it.
He's still making him use those.
Yeah.
And then I'm done.
Okay, the Azer's turn is up.
And he's afraid, so he can't move towards it.
Correct.
So he's just going to sit there and shiver.
All right.
He
Then
can attempt to re-roll at the end of his turn.
Yep, at the end of his turn, make another Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, good roll. 16.
16. Okay, he's no longer afraid.
Not afraid anymore.
You should be.
Okay, so now the Laven, the ground in front of you begins to quake as a from the okay. A wall of ice that is 30 feet wide and 30 feet tall shoots up in front of you and obscures your view of everything. And
Like, I can make walls too.
so it's actually going to shoot up right in front of you, and you're going to need to, like, it kind of like comes up underneath you. So go ahead and you can choose which side of the wall you end up on, but I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, or sorry, an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. 18. 21.
21. Okay. So you're gonna take some fall damage, but it's gonna be, you're not gonna land prone.
Can I land on the other side of the wall?
You can choose whatever side you land on.
Or I guess I'm there.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Falling damage rules. That's not what I was looking for. I can't remember what the...
It's 1d6 for every 10 feet, I think.
that sounds familiar.
1d6 bludgeoning, yeah.
Find it. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, 1d6 for every 10 feet, so that's 3d6 damage. So it's 9 damage you take from falling off of the wall. But you
Okay.
do not land prone. You land on your, like, in a 3-point hero stance.
Nice.
Okay. So then, Crispin, you're up. And you are afraid of Durgan.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shaky shot at him with just a regular arrow.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yep. It's
15
actually,
is-
the attack, the disadvantage is mitigated by Hagrid's guiding bolt. So it's just a
Oh,
straight
nice.
shot.
Then that is 17 plus 6.
That hits.
So that's 1d6 plus 6 is 4 plus 6, 10 piercing.
Okay.
And then I can't move towards it, so I'll roll to break the fear.
Okay.
11 plus 1, 12.
Does not work. Go ahead and roll your sneak attack damage, though, because Tony's within 5 feet of the dragon.
Oh, sweet. That's 4 more d6. And that is, wow, as good as it was last time, it's horrible this time. That's a total of 8 on 4d6.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Arauthator is going to use another legendary action to make a wing attack. So Hagrid and Tony are going to need to make a dexterity saving throw. I think Tony gets advantage on this because he can... Against effects that you can see. Yeah, I guess he would get advantage on that. Did not matter though. Hagrid, what was your dexterity saving throw?
An 8.
An 8. Okay. All right. So you guys are going to get knocked prone and take some damage from the wing beats, and that's going to be 17 damage. And he's going to be able to fly half his speed. So that's... Okay. So he's up in the air a couple feet and above the water out there. Crispin, your turn's over? Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
Cassius regains another 5 damage. Puts him almost up at max for now. Does he have anything he can use? I mean, he's got a crossbow. So he's going to just take a shot at the dragon with a crossbow. He's got to do something.
Please.
That's going to hit. He's going to do 9 damage. Well, it's... Oh, he did a roll with disadvantage, actually. Actually, he does miss. Sorry, I forgot he was a frightened. So he's not going to move. He's going to, at the end of his turn, roll to try to break it. And he does. He's no longer frightened. But that's the end of his turn. So that brings us to Hagrid.
All right. I guess I'm going to, while I'm laying there, use my remaining 23 lay on hands hit points on myself.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, you did take 50 damage last turn.
And then I get up.
Okay. So that takes half of your movement to get up, and then you've got half of your move speed.
Okay. I don't need to move anywhere. Just need to know if I have anything left I can do. Just like the bonus action is the main action.
You can take... You still have an action.
All right. And I'm gonna take one of the javelins that I have, and I'm gonna attempt to launch it at him.
Okay. It's going to be with disadvantage.
Right. Oh, that's a nat 1.
That plunk, falls into the pond, the water.
Awesome. All right, and do I still have the opportunity to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. Now that's the end of your turn. You may.
God damn it. Next.
Okay. So now at the it's Arauthator's turn. So the ice wall goes away. He's going to land there, and he's going to use his breath weapon, and that's going to hit It's a big cone. It's a 60-foot cone, so it's going to hit Leovan, Cassius, Hagrid, and Tony. So that's a Constitution saving throw, guys.
Tristan still yet to take damage. Oh yeah.
Leovan, what was your Constitution saving throw?
Sorry, I had a phone call for a second.
It's okay.
Constitution. Yeah, 6.
Okay. Hagrid, how about you?
Hagrid left the room.
Okay. All right, I'll check in with him then when he gets back. But in the meantime, the 4 of you, or the 3 of you, because Tony, Cassius, and Leovan all failed, take 54 cold damage.
Good lord. 54?
54.
Good night.
Yeah, that's.
Are you out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, sweet prince. It's nice knowing you.
I was really hoping I would get hit hard before I would get knocked out, because I was at like full health. And I could like turn into an animal.
Right.
But yeah.
All right. Crispin, the dragon lands next to you. And that's where he's going to end his turn. I need to put that damage on Cassius and Tony.
And I need to think about what my best choice of action is.
So, what else happened to me?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
And Leovan just collapsed in front of us in a heap of frozen bones.
In that puddle of cold water.
Yeah.
18.
18. You just barely missed the save, so you, from the dragon's icy cold breath weapon, take 54 cold damage.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
Are you still conscious?
Oh no, I'm -4 now.
Okay.
No, actually -6.
Okay. All right. So after the dragon's turn is Tony's. Tony took damage, so his rage is still intact. He's going to have to use his action to go sprinting off after the dragon, and he's gonna dash. That's 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's just barely outside the range to hit the dragon. So he's gonna, yeah, man, he's gonna try to chuck a spear at this fucking thing, javelin. That's all he's got. So, oh wait, no, he can't. He uses his action to dash. Shit, that's right. Okay. Leovan, I need you to make a death saving throw. So that's a D20 roll.
Is there a modifier?
No.
Okay. Ugh, 7.
All right, that is one failure.
Okay.
So then, the Azer, that's a concentration spell, correct, Leovan?
I believe so. Try to find it. Come on, computer. Conjure. Yes, concentration.
Okay, so as you went unconscious, the Azer disappeared.
Great.
And actually, the Azer would have disappeared. Flame Sphere is a concentration spell, correct?
You're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the Azer actually would have disappeared when he cast Flame Sphere anyway, but this Flame Sphere also goes away.
Yeah.
So, seeing Leovan floating in a pool of icy cold water, Hagrid on the floor, the layer action is going to, the ice is going to fall from the ceiling again, so that's going to be an attack against Tony, Cassius, and Crispin. So this is just
dexterity, though, right?
It's an attack roll for me.
Damn.
Okay, so against Crispin, that is a 26.
Yep.
Against Tony, that is also a 26. And against Cassius is a 24. So you guys will take, not bad, 5 piercing damage. And then it is your turn, Crispin.
Alright, I am going to move and dash over by Hagrid. And use my bonus action or my cunning action to give him a potion of healing if I can.
Are you able to get there by skirting around the pond still?
Because
you got 30 feet.
Let's see, I was right there. I think I can get there. Shit. Okay, then I'll go there. Then I guess I'll roll to see if I can break the fear.
Okay.
And that is a 14 plus 1, 15.
That is enough to break the fear. You are no longer afraid of the dragon.
Okay.
All right. At the end of your turn, Arauthator uses a legendary action to make a tail attack against Tony. That's a 17, which I think hits Tony's AC. Yes. So it's 2d8. 8 damage. So 4 damage to Tony. And then it is Cassius's turn. His potion kicks in again, so he gains another 5 hit points. He's going to dash to try to get over to you guys, so he can move 20. So he's going to try to place himself in front of Hagrid. Okay. And he's going to... He's going to have to sit there. At the end of Cassius's turn, Arauthator makes another tail attack against Tony for the same roll for another 8 damage. And then Hagrid, I need you to make a death saving throw, so it's a d20 roll.
10.
That is a success.
What?
Yeah, it's 10 or higher is success, 9 or lower is a failure. Alright, that brings us to Arauthator, who does not get his breath weapon back this turn. He is going to he's going to step forward towards Tony and let out another roar, and Tony needs to make another wisdom saving throw. And that's a failure, so Tony is now frightened of the dragon. And then the dragon makes a multi-attack against Tony. With a bite and 2 claws. So the bite, everything hits again. Okay. Alright, and that's 17, 20, 26 damage to Tony. I halved to 13. And then the claw attacks. It's low rolls. 11, 23 damage, so that's another 11 damage to Tony, who is also looking pretty rough. Alright, that brings us up to Tony, who is going to use his, he's going to dash away. He's going to run over here with you guys. Laven, go ahead and make another death saving throw for me.
Come on, baby. Oh, nat 20.
Alright, nice. That's actually 2 successes.
Nice.
Alright. And then for the legendary, or for the layer action, what did I do last time? It was the jagged shards, right? I can't do that same twice. Okay, so where did I put that? Okay. The fog rolls in again. So I need Crispin. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's an 18 plus 3, 21.
21. Okay, you succeed. So you will take half damage. Tony and Cassius need to roll. Cassius fails. Tony succeeds. Okay, so there's be some cold damage here. Crispin, you succeeded, right?
Yep.
So the only one taking full damage is Cassius. It's 13, so you'll take 6 damage. Crispin?
Okay.
Alright, that brings us to Crispin. You're up.
Alright, I'm going to take a step over to Hagrid and use my cunning action to give him a potion of healing.
Okay.
So that'll give him a 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Me or Hagrid?
You.
Oh, okay. That would be... Oh, shit. I just threw 1d4. We'll re-roll that. Let's see. That is a total of 3 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Alright, Hagrid, you are conscious with 7 hit points.
And then I will use my attack to shoot at the dragon.
What did you use? A potion on Hagrid?
Yes, but my cunning action allows it to be a bonus action.
Really?
I can use if it counts as using an object.
So with potions, it's usually a bonus action to consume it yourself and an action to administer it.
Okay, because I have fast hands with my rogue, which lets me use a sleight of hand check, open a lock, or use an object as a bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see if you can do this quick enough to have it be your bonus action.
All right, that's a 11 plus 8, 19.
Okay, yeah. So you use it as your bonus action then.
All right, and that fog that came in for the lair thing, is that a stagnant fog, or did it kind of dissipate right away?
You noticed that it went away when Arauthator began his turn.
Okay, so I will attack with the dragon arrow then.
Okay. You're going to make an attack with disadvantage out of the fog.
Oh, okay, then
It heavily obscures the area.
Yep, that's a 17 and an 11, and 11 plus 9 is 20.
All right, that hits.
Okay, so my regular attack is 9 piercing.
Okay.
And now comes the fun part.
Is this the last dragon arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 110 out of it, but 3 ones also. So that's 13 plus 6. That's 19 plus 5. 24 on the bonus.
All right. Nice.
So a total of, I think that's a total of 33 on the
Okay.
attack.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is all I can do.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you take 14 cold damage from the fog.
Oh, boy. Haggard, I'm going to need that potion back.
All right. Cassius is up, and he's gonna dash. No, he's gonna make his movement to attack the dragon with his crossbow. But that's a pretty wild miss, unfortunately. Okay.
Need to help Laven.
Sorry, what's that?
What?
Doesn't someone still need to help Laven?
Yeah, I just couldn't get to there. We got that pool between us.
And with
And I don't have any more potions.
and with Cassius's potion thing active, he can only move 10 feet on the ice, unfortunately, because his motion is restricted so much. All right.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take it's too many turns to get over there. He's only one save away from stabilizing though.
Accurate.
Okay. Hagrid, you're now up.
Do you have any healing magic as a cleric? Or,
As a paladin, no, I can't heal shit except laying of hands.
oh,
I've used that all up.
damn.
I guess I'll use my ring. Try hitting him with that.
Okay.
$20.
That hits.
$8.
All right. All right. Is that all for your turn, Hagrid?
I guess I might try to get over to Laven.
Okay.
See if I can't do something for him.
Yeah. If someone is unconscious and dying, you can make a medicine check to try to stabilize them, so they aren't making death saving throws. They're not conscious anymore.
What's the DC on that?
That's kind of set by me.
Okay, depending on how dead they are.
Yeah. Like what caused the wounds, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That brings us to the dragon. Does not recharge his breath weapon.
Oh, thank God. Those cookies are addictive.
The dragon flies over
It was nice knowing you.
and lands in between you guys. Okay.
If I don't die, at least I can use my dagger of venom once.
And he is I'd say he was going to use his frightful presence, but because you guys are not affected by it anymore, you're actually immune to it for 24 hours. And Tony's already afraid, so he can't be more afraid. But He's gonna bite at Tony and then claw at Crispin. All right. So the bite hits. Crispin, what's your AC?
17.
Okay. Both claws hit you.
Uncanny dodge that.
Okay. First, second. I guess it doesn't matter in the end.
I'll go with the first one.
Okay.
Because that's what I would do. I'd always dodge the first attack.
Yeah.
Makes
all right.
most sense.
So the first one, that's 13 damage. So round that down to 6.
Okay.
The second claw is another 13 damage, actually.
Oh, nice.
Just 13
well, not
different
nice,
way.
but...
And then the bite attack against Tony.
Jeez.
All right. So that is 13, 19 piercing damage and 4 cold damage for a total of 23. So Tony takes another 11 points of damage. And that's going to end Arauthator's turn, which brings us to Tony. Tony is going to recklessly attack the dragon now that he's finally in range. Because he's terrified, but his friend's dying is worse. So, that's a natural 20. So Tony hit with a crit. Does he have anything about criticals yet? Brutal critical, yes. So he rolls an additional weapon damage die. So we'll roll 2d12 and a d4. Alright. So that is... Okay, yeah. 34 plus plus 3, so 37 plus another 3, so 40 damage from his first strike against the dragon. He's going to roll again. Gets extra attack. That just barely hits the dragon. So that time, that is 14 damage. Alright. And then with that, as he ends his turn, the dragon...
Who took the 14 damage?
Sorry?
Who took that 14?
The dragon.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The dragon is going to use his legendary action at the end of Tony's turn to do another wing attack. So Cassius, Crispin, Tony, and Hagrid are all within 10 feet of the dragon, so you guys need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, nice. How's the dragon looking? Has it been reacting to our attacks at all?
Yeah, you see, there is like dark, like a very deep crimson blood that is like sort of freezing around the dragon all over. He looks pretty rough,
nice.
actually. He's breathing heavily. He's feeling it. All right. Tony saves. Cassius.
And I can't use evasion because I've already used. This is a dex save,
Correct.
you said?
Yeah.
13 adjusted.
Okay.
And that's with a +8. Jeez.
So you did not pass. So
Oh.
Tony passed. So he doesn't take any damage. Hagrid, what was your dexterity saving throw for that?
22.
22. You pass. You take no
Ooh.
damage. So Crispin and Cassius
And
are
nimble
each going to
Goliath.
take You guys take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be that. So that brings us to Leovan. Make another death saving throw for me.
14.
Oh yeah.
That's another success. So Leovan, that's 3 successes, correct?
Yes, because
All
of the 20, yeah.
So you stabilize. So you no longer need to make death saving throws on your turn. However, you are still unconscious.
Okay.
Can we kind of like slap him awake without any potions or healing magic, or is he kind of like
Just slap me.
He's
out for the fight?
He's unconscious unless you can heal him.
Yeah.
Worth
a thought.
No, I don't. I was thinking I might have had a potion you could take from me and feed it in me. But
Let's see. At the end of Leovan's turn, Arauthator is going to make a tail attack against Cassius. And Cassius is going to use Curse of the Eyeless to impose disadvantage on the attack. What is his... I don't know how to do that.
Where's my dagger?
I don't understand how that works. Okay, yeah, he's just going to impose disadvantage on the attack. So that's a natural 1. All right. At this point, the cavern begins to shake again, and icicles fall from the ceiling on Cassius, Crispin, and Tony.
No.
So it's a natural 20 against Tony. It's a miss on Crispin, and then on Cassius, that's going to be a hit. And that deals... Where's the later actions? Oh, there we go. 3d6 piercing damage. Okay. So it's 14 damage to Tony and 7 to Cassius. Tony's looking hella rough too.
I don't think anyone's looking good at this point.
Least of all Leovan, who just got done barely not drowning. Okay. Crispin, you're up.
We're going with the Dagger of Venom.
All right.
This be with advantage or no?
No.
Okay, that's a 14 plus 9, 23.
That'll hit.
Base damage is 4, plus 6, 10. And my acid damage is a 4 plus 10, 14.
14, huh? Is there a
Yes.
saving throw for the acid damage?
Let me see. DC 15.
Constitution or what?
Constitution, yep.
Okay. That is a adjusted 20.
Damn. Then it only takes the
Piercing damage.
the piercing, yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn,
That-
Crispin?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to follow up with my regular dagger,
Okay.
and that is a natural 20 to hit.
Nice.
Do I get to double the dice on that with an offhanded attack, or?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. That is a 3 doubled is 6. Plus 6 is 12.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Cassius is up. He's going to step to your side, Crispin, and he's going to make a strike with his rapier, with his Rite of the Storm active. Which is extra. Extra 1d6. Okay. So he's going to try to make the attack. Uh-oh. But he misses. Shit. Okay. So that's the end of Cassius's... Oh, wait, he has extra attack. That misses too, though. His rapier just isn't piercing the dragon's hide. Hagrid, you're up.
Got a
Hagrid, if you're saying anything, I can't hear you.
No, I wasn't. I'm thinking.
Okay.
whatever the most amount of damage you can deal with in one shot, I think is our best bet right now, is just to try to kill it as soon as possible. I don't think delaying the inevitables. One of us is dying in the next 2 rounds. So they're going to be all of us or him.
Alright, I guess I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to melee the dragon. That's a 17.
17 just barely misses.
No.
So do I get
I
my
think you're
extra
wrong.
attack?
Yes.
Missed. Next.
Okay. Arauthator is up next. At the start of his turn, you see him sort of panically look around. He goes, "No, no!" And he, this is going to incite an attack of opportunity from the 4 of you. So go ahead and all 4 of you, if you wish to, make an attack of opportunity. This is really directed at Crispin and Hagrid.
Yep. That is an 11 plus 8 to hit. 19.
All right.
All
Okay.
times to roll a natural 20.
You got a natural 20.
There it is.
That actually triggers
still count?
your Searing Smite too, Hagrid.
Well, I missed on my next.
The next time you hit a creature. So you didn't hit him, so the Searing Smite is still active for a minute.
Oh, nice. I got 13 piercing.
All right. What you got, Hagrid?
I only got 6.
6?
Is that with your smite?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. With that, you see Arauthator take off up into the air, dive down into this pool of water, and disappear. And as you guys wait and watch the pool to see if he reemerges, you hear from, it sounds like far away, like it sounds like it's coming from outside the cavern. You hear what you've learned to be Arauthator's roar off in the distance. And it appears as though Arauthator has fled.
Should we just chalk this up as a draw?
Should have just killed us.
Yeah, I'm not like, part of me thinks we must stay close to killing him, we should chase him, but one hit and I'm done.
There's no honor in this battle.
I've got no will to chase.
All right. So, that being said, that's where we will end for this week, since we're a bit over budget on time. But yeah, you guys didn't defeat, but definitely survived your first dragon encounter, real dragon.
It's a big one.